Are we live?
You're live.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry. I'm trying to do two things at once. I'm on Periscope on my phone.
And a video.
It's pretty meta. It's pretty meta. Ladies and gentlemen, I am Revolution. Thank you for tuning in. FCN Sunday Edition. With me is Trezene.
Hey, y'all.
How y'all doing out there today? Hope you're ready for Prime News Sunday Edition, where we typically get together just to have an informal conversation,
yes.
round table conversation about topics that we feel that we really like to talk about, that we
yes.
think you all might even want to hear about.
Yes.
So I think that's, a really good way to describe the program at large. Oh, hey, Yaya. So, I'm really interested in today because, first of all, I'd like to thank the intern, the non-paid employee who decided to give me tepid water for my tea, for my ginger green tea. It's pretty tepid.
It does not look good. The tea has not even brewed. It's very watery.
It's very watery. It's cool though.
That's what happens when you don't pay them.
I was a really good intern, first and foremost. So I bust my ass without pay. So I don't want to hear that.
Yeah, that's how it went.
I bust. Y'all act real entitled, like y'all supposed to get something, for working and not working. I should stop trying to serve two masters here. I'm gonna what?
No, I just saw how good we looked.
Oh yeah.
Melanin popping.
Yeah, I think I don't know. So for anybody that's on Periscope watching us, go to YouTube and watch us on the Fifth Column Network.
Yes.
Yeah, go to the Fifth Column Network and watch us. Yeah, I'm gonna keep it here. This water is doing nothing for me, so I'm just gonna. I'm gonna keep it.
Okay.
I'm gonna keep it here on me. I'm gonna keep it locked in on me. Yeah, look at that. Ha! So, we watched Saturday Night Live.
Yes.
Like many of you out there. And Tiffany Haddish has made history in 2017, which in itself seems a little bit problematic by being the first African-American woman stand-up comedian to host Saturday Night Live.
And it's how many year of history?
44, 45.
Okay.
So I think this might be his 45th season.
Okay.
In years, you've had lots of black women, I wouldn't say lots, but you have had plenty of black women to host.
Yes.
Never a stand-up comedian until Tiffany Haddish. Yeah, it's so much to talk about here. Tell me just what you think about the milestone of Tiffany Haddish being the first.
I was shocked. I was shocked because, I read the headlines, first black female comedian, and the first thing that popped in my head was, Whoopi Goldberg hasn't hosted SNL. Like, for me, when I hear black female comedian, Whoopi is in that list for me. And I just, even though she doesn't, can you say that she hasn't done stand up? But anyway, I was shocked that an actress like Whoopi Goldberg has not hosted SNL.
Well, not just an actress. I mean, you hit the nail on the head. Stand up comedian. I mean, like, I don't think that people really understand Whoopi's contribution to stand-up. I don't think they do. I think they only see her as a television personality and maybe as a movie actress. But I don't think people knew that Whoopi was burning down San Francisco in the 70s and 80s and had HBO one-woman shows like Whoopi.
Yes.
Not a white woman.
Her. By herself.
By her, doing one-woman shows with multiple characters. I mean, like, if you all don't know Fontaine, go find Fontaine, Why Am I Straight? And then you'll be like, damn, Whoopi, like, listen, she's the female counterpart to Eddie Murphy.
I can't dispute that.
She's an amazing talent, and she did.
Could that explain why? I read an article where her representatives, publicists, said that she's never been asked to host SNL. When you say she's the counterpart to Eddie Murphy, could that be the reason why? Like, how could someone like Whoopi not be even asked?
No, I definitely think so. When we talk SNL, and we talk the history of SNL, so you have to understand when she was on. And what's funny is Oprah was asked at the time Whoopi should have been asked.
Okay, when was Oprah asked? Hold on, I have a list of black women. You have a list? Yeah, I have a list. So Oprah was asked in 1986 after her Oscar nomination for The Color Purple, and she was gearing up for the Oprah Winfrey Show, its launch, right? No, she was already on. Okay.
Yeah. Chicago, Good Morning Chicago. No, AM Chicago. That was the name of the show originally when I was a kid.
Right.
It was AM Chicago. And then AM Chicago, they put it on. They said, let's put this overweight black chick from wherever she from. Let's put her on television and see what happens. And they put her on up against Donahue.
Right.
And it was like, whoa, wait a minute. And they had something. And so then they repackaged it for Oprah and called it the Oprah Winfrey Show to syndicate it and take it national.
Okay, right.
So that's how that happened. So she was on prior to. Yeah, she was on prior to The Color Purple.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So yeah, she was on in 1986. Oprah Winfrey was, and you're saying that Whoopi should have been on at that time.
Yeah, Whoopi should. Let's be honest here. Whoopi should have been on. She should have been on doing The Color Purple. She should have followed Oprah. She should have been first. She should have been on during Ghost. Yes. Okay, this conversation, we might be all over the place today, folks, but just bear with us, right? So let me give you a quick history of SNL.
Okay, please do.
Okay, there are two Saturday Night Lives.
Okay.
There's the Lorne Michaels creation, which, if you don't know, Saturday Night Live was only created thanks to Johnny Carson.
No, I didn't know that. So
Johnny Carson was pissed off at NBC for playing reruns of his show on Saturday nights. And he said, yo, those episodes can give me a longer summer. Y'all gonna stop immediately. So because of Johnny laying down the law, and Johnny was NBC, right? So they had to go out and create a comedy show for that time slot. And it had to be cheap. It had to be quick. So they went to Canada. They got Lorne Michaels, who was a writer back in the day on various programs, and then actually Dick Ebersol was actually involved from the start. A lot of people don't know that, but Dick was instrumental in putting it together. Saturday Night Live. So Lorne Michaels went across the country to find some of the best improv performers and comedians of the day, and he got together a bunch of people, very counterculture, to do a very counterculture show.
Okay. What year are we in at this moment?
This is 1975.
Okay, all right.
This is 1975.
All right.
So he gets Jim Belushi, he gets Gilda Radner out of Canada, he gets Dan Aykroyd out of Canada, he gets Lorraine Newman out of LA, he gets Garrett Morris out of New York, who was a writer, and he wanted to have Garrett to come in and be a cast member. The last slot actually is funny because Chevy Chase was hired as a writer. He wasn't hired as a performer.
Okay.
Do you know who originally had Chevy Chase's slot?
Who?
Bill Murray. Because Chevy lobbied for the spot, he got bumped up to a performer and pushed Murray off. He said, well, we'll come back when we get, And so Bill Murray always had this little resentment towards Chevy Chase. But that's neither here nor there. So he had this offbeat, weird counterculture show that does not resemble what we know Saturday Night Live to be today.
Okay.
It was always hip, not hot.
Okay. All right.
Saturday Night Live as we know it is all about hot. Who's hot? Who's the most relevant person that we can put on as the host? It used to be, hey, who's the coolest person? Who's the hippest person? You might not know them, but when they get done, you're going to know them. and they're going to be the hippest person you're going to have on this stage. Studio 8H. So now it's all about who has the hottest film coming out, who has a product launch, who has. It's really one big advertisement for people. Yes. And so for Tiffany to come off of a white hot film that she did, and it was, you know, it was something like, oh, SNL took notice and they want her on here. She's been burning it down for years. Everyone, I actually lobbied on social media for Tiffany Haddish to be cast when they were looking for a black comedic performer originally. Oh, okay. When they got I can never remember that young lady's name. What's her name?
It's not Samir.
Yeah.
The one who was on but didn't do anything.
Sizzle Bacon Fry. Like, I don't know what her name is. Don't come for me. So I was like, y'all need to give it to Tiffany Haddish. Okay. Right? So now here we have the Saturday Night Live that Dick Ebersol took control of because Lorne Michael left in 79. And Dick Ebersol actually was his third producer. They actually gave a female. They gave a woman. Stop it. They gave a woman the reins to control Saturday Night Live, 1980. Okay. Jean Demanu, something like that, right? Jean's biggest claim to fame, she had a horrible year, and it wasn't her fault. It was just everybody was used to the old cast. They was like, who are these? But she had great people. She had Charlie Rocket. She had Gilbert Gottfried. She had the one little blonde curly hair. Like everyone from that cast, you go, oh, I know all their faces. Okay. Right? Okay. And then she happened to cast two people. Then Joe Piscopo and a very young Eddie Murphy. So that's probably the greatest thing that she did because she was all cast. Okay. She had her entire cast locked down. Okay. And she kept getting calls from this young kid talking about, can I audition? Please let me audition. Please let me audition. Okay. And she's like, fine. She brought him in. Okay. He auditioned. She was like, find some money for this kid. We want him on the show. And that person was Eddie Murphy. Okay. There's an urban legend that actually Robert Townsend had that slot. But I've never had that confirmed. Okay. I've never had that confirmed. Okay. And I need to talk to Robert. Robert, confirm that for me if you had that slot. So she got fired after a year. Terrible. Dick Ebersol came in to course correct it. Okay. The only thing, the brilliance that he did was he kept Joe Piscopo and Eddie Murphy. And from that, Dick Ebersol then formatted, what people don't know also is Dick Ebersol was a sports guy. He was a sports wonder kid in production for NBC. So he came in and he did naturally what he did. He formatted the show. If you pay attention to Saturday Night Live, there are 4 quarters and a half.
Like a game.
It's like a sports game. The halftime being weekend update. And then the next 2 quarters preceding that, and then the first 2 quarters are in front of that. Okay. So he made it, he just was like, I know sports, so he cut it up like that. So that's the format that you know today. Right. When Lorne Michaels came back in 1986, he took that over. Okay. All right. He didn't change it back to the nonsensical show that he used to have that barely resembles this, right? Okay. So, and in doing so, we didn't have a black woman comedian for some time.
On the cast itself.
On the cast itself. I think that the most prominent one that we had a young lady out of Chicago. She's actually from the south suburbs. I think she was from Markham. I think she was either from Harvey or Markham. I can never recall her name, but she was heralded as the black, what's her name that I just mentioned from Canada?
You said
Gilda Radner. Okay. She was heralded as going to be the black Gilda Radner. And they put, a lot of emphasis in her. And that, that group didn't pan out so well. The next one that we got was Ellen Cleghorn, who Ellen doesn't get enough shine and attention as she should. No, Ellen was remarkable. A remarkable talent. Lots of characters, lots of charisma, beautiful black woman. Doesn't get the due that she, that, let's say, for instance, Amaya Rudolph, who is a marginal talent at best to me. Okay? So in that span, we have literally had, like, actual black women. We've had 4 black women cast members. 4. That's it. 4.
Holy moly.
Well, and to be fair, though, we've only had 1 fat white woman. So that's...
Send all of your hate mail and terrible comments to The Revolution.
Please. at me. Come to me with your fat white tears. Oh
my God.
I eat them like PB&Js. So this is the Saturday Night Live that we know.
Okay.
Okay?
All right.
And they've not been really gracious in having a lot of black women come out and host.
No, they have not. I looked it up. I have a list.
Okay.
If people would like to hear this
list.
Yeah,
I'm sure people want to hear this list.
The very first person was Cicely Tyson in 1979.
Okay.
That was its 4th season of SNL.
Okay.
Number 2 was Oprah Winfrey. Mm-hmm. That was in 1986. We did not see another black female host until 2003 with Queen Latifah.
Okay.
Number 4 was Holly.
Whoa. Wait. Say that again.
So Oprah Winfrey was in 1986.
And we didn't see
another black female host until 2003 with Queen Latifah.
From 86.
From 86 to 2003.
You did not get another.
Did not.
Woman of color host.
Till 2003. Queen Latifah.
You're talking 17 years.
That would be correct.
Whoa.
She ended that drought for sure.
Not Felicia Rashad. Do you know how many black women you could have? Wait a minute. Not Jasmine Guy?
No.
Wait a minute. She's on the same network. Hold on.
Listen,
Jasmine Guy was on the number 2 show behind the Cosby Show with A Different World. And you're telling me Jasmine Guy never got a call to host Saturday? Did they get a load of Whitley Gilbert?
I don't know, but she would have been great. I think Whitley would have been great.
Felicia Rashad, Jasmine Guy. Okay, whom else are we missing from that time? Whoopi Goldberg,
right,
obviously.
We said Whoopi.
That's 3. Who else? Anybody? Does anyone have any comments? Check, because I need to see if somebody's got some comments out there. Like, who was hot in the 80s and 90s? Like, you could have. I mean, can we be honest?
What?
You could have had Raven Simone.
Oh, that's true. Because I was wondering if children could be included in that.
Absolutely.
You know, because I thought about the entire cast of the Bill Cosby Show.
Yeah, Macaulay Culkin hosted.
Say that.
Macaulay Culkin hosted. You know, so.
Yes, people are saying Lisa Bonet, like all these
Lisa
people.
Bonet, yeah. Who's saying it?
Janelle. I can't pronounce her name, Janelle, but hey, girl, how you doing? She said Lisa Bonet.
Lisa Bonet,
yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Oh, after she did The Serpent and the Rainbow. No, what was it? The Serpent and the Rainbow, when she showed her titties to Robert De Niro. You never seen that? The Serpent and the Rainbow?
No.
Yeah, that's a dark movie. Ooh, that's dark. Lisa Bonet, that's a good choice. But that whole group of people.
There's a few characters on Different World who might have.
Wow.
Yeah, so that's
that never were invited to Studio AH. Nope. Okay, so what else?
So
you got?
after Queen Latifah, number 4, Halle Berry, 2003, so same year. Number 5, Janet Jackson, 2004. That was shortly after her wardrobe malfunction at the Super Bowl.
Okay.
Number 6, Rosario Dawson, after her appearance in 7 Pounds. That was 2009. Right. Number 7 is Gabby Sidibe. Is that right?
Yeah, sure.
2012, after her role in Precious.
Okay, stop right there.
Stop right
quick.
there, please.
Stop right there.
Yes.
Let's stop right there. Why did Lorne Michaels and company hop over
Monique,
who
won?
Who got the Oscar and who's a tried and true comedian?
Yes. Why did she get skipped over?
Why did Monique get skipped over? And this is before her calling out everybody in Hollywood.
Before.
So
it was before.
And you can't listen. Madonna has hosted how many times, and she's problematic. Madonna is a known bitch. No. Hey. What's the other fat? Hey everybody, Roseanne Barr. She is a known bitch. Mm-hmm. You understand what I'm telling you? So whatever Monique's talk of the town why did Monique get skipped over for the very congenial Gabby
Sidibe?
I don't know nobody's name.
I can't.
If you don't have a slave name, I'm not here for you. If you ain't coming to me with a Johnson, and it better be angelicized, it better be John, it better be Reginald, it better be it better be Williams. Give me all the slave names.
That's
I don't
funny.
respect you if you don't have a good Christian, Anglo-Saxon, conquered name.
Is that how I got this job? My last name?
Atkins? Yeah, absolutely.
Okay.
Absolutely.
Right. Good to know.
Okay, so Monique. Okay, Monique got skipped over. Okay.
Monique got skipped over. Number 8 was Maya Rudolph in 2012.
She
hosted. Number 9 is Kerry Washington, 2013.
She had a great, Kerry Washington burned the house down.
Yes, she did.
Kerry Washington.
She killed it.
Kerry Washington burned the house down.
Killed it.
And left the dog inside. You hear what I'm telling you? She burned it all down.
She killed it. Number 10 is Taraji P. Henson, 2015.
Okay. I don't think I even saw that one. Was it good?
I don't remember that one.
Was Ebony, Reggie?
Yeah.
What do you...
It was really good.
Was it really good?
Okay.
Okay.
Let's see. Who did I just say? I said
Taraji.
Oh, number 11, Octavia Spencer. That was this year.
And she's another comedic actress. Like she really cut her teeth doing a lot of comedic performances. And that was the last one
before Tiffany.
Before Tiffany. And that was for, which film was that for? Both of them had to be for astronaut negresses to the moon. What's the name of that movie?
Hidden Figures.
I like my title better. Astronaut negresses to the moon. Moon.
No, helps Whitey to the moon, not they went to the moon. Helps.
Helps. Astronaut negresses help Whitey to the moon. Moon.
Yeah, that's a much better title.
I like that title.
Okay, great.
So Angela Bassett never hosts?
Whoa, good point. Angela Bassett.
Angela Bassett never, after, wait a minute. After What's Love Got to Do with It? You never got Angie, baby? You never got Angie, baby?
And I think she would have
burned it down. Angela would have burnt. Listen, you seen when she burnt that car up? And,
right.
And she'd have been like, and that's another show that I didn't kill. Don't you play with Miss Bassett, honey.
She would have killed it.
She would have killed it. Wow.
She would have killed it.
So we've, okay.
Yeah. And then here comes along Tiffany Haddish, the first stand-up female comedian.
Okay. So let me ask you this.
Yes.
You've told me once that you are into stand-up comedy.
Yes.
Right? You're really into stand-up comedy. So just sitting here listening to this, whom would you have chosen? And anyone else out there, tell us whom you would have chosen. Oh, Tashina Arnold never hosted.
Oh my God, Tashina, my celebrity twin, yes.
Tanisha TK.
Oh my God.
Oh my God.
Yes, Tashina Arnold.
Yeah, Tashina Arnold. That's a great
one.
Tanisha on Facebook, shout out. That's
a great one.
You gotta take in mind, she did Martin and she did Everybody Hates
Me. Yeah, and what's her name? Like, why wouldn't you even get her?
Oh, Gina?
Tisha Campbell.
Yeah, Tisha would have been great too. Yeah, 1986 to 2003. There are so many black women who would have been amazing on SNL.
Okay. So tell me. Okay, we talked about the actresses.
Okay, but comedians.
Comedians.
2 people popped in my mind other than Whoopi Goldberg.
Okay.
Wanda Sykes.
Yes.
And Tracy Ellis Ross. I know she's not a comedian.
Yes, she is. But she's a comedic actress. I consider her a comedian. Here's the thing, though, right? Lucille Ball was considered a comedian.
Yes, even though she.
Do you understand? She didn't do stand up.
Yes. Okay.
So let's not split hairs here.
Yeah. Wanda and Tracy Ellis Ross.
Again, Wanda Sykes. Wanda Sykes was not asked to host Saturday Night Live.
Like what?
What?
She killed.
And then I think, listen, I'm going to say this. Your one pick, Tracy Ellis. I have watched Tracy Ellis do just stuff over the years. The woman is a virtuoso. Yes. She is a comedic force of nature.
Yes, she is.
I still don't think it's going to be a travesty if someone doesn't tap into that, because I still don't think that the actual director that someone has written that perfect vehicle for her. I don't think Blackish is that perfect vehicle for her.
I feel she's very restricted and limited in that show.
Yeah, she's playing I'm the mixed black mom who's weird, and she's actually so much more than that. Yes. Okay,
yeah,
so
Don Lewis as a comment.
Yeah, Tracy, Janelle said Don Lewis. Yeah, I mean, like, but I think Trezane said it. Like everybody, there's so many people that you can name there.
Yep.
There's so many people that you can name. Okay, so Wanda Sykes, that's huge. Okay, Tracy Ellis. Okay, so again, let me go back to the politics, the geopolitical aspect of Saturday Night Live.
Okay.
Right?
Yeah.
What's funny is people always talk about the casting process and getting the people, right? But we never really talk about the host.
Right.
Right?
Right.
So let's talk about that, selecting the host. And again, back in the day, it was all about who's hip. It was like, hey, this person's hip, man. Like they're cutting edge, they're counterculture. Let's put them on the show. You know, like you had Candace Bergen host, because it was hip to get Candy on that, man. Like, you know, it was dope. You know, so you look at now, it's whoever got the hot movie coming out. It's whoever is most relevant. I'm shocked Snooki from. Did she ever host it? One of them.
I don't.
I think she did.
No, please tell me Snooki didn't. No. If Snooki hosted, someone out there,
look
Reggie,
that up.
Somebody look that up real quick. Because if Snooki hosted, man, we're going to have some problems. We're going to have some real problems if Snooki hosted.
Some real problems.
If anybody from that goddamn shore knocked on Studio 8H's door, we going to have, listen, I will sissy windmill, be like, oh no, Lauren. Sissy this. RuPaul!
That's RuPaul?
You never had RuPaul. Did he ever have RuPaul on there?
I don't know. Somebody look that up. Please. Like we said, our interns don't be showing up to work.
Oh,
so
my God.
Somebody out there, they never show up to work. So if somebody could just look that up and see if RuPaul has hosted SNL, that would be great.
So
Snooki never hosted SNL, but they do have what's perceived as a very popular skit that she's portrayed by Bobby
Moynihan.
Okay.
Yeah, Bobby Moynihan did a character. Yeah. Okay. So that's just typically how it goes. It's who's hot.
Okay.
And so they wanted to go with who's hot. Tiffany is white hot. She's a stand-up comedian. It's pretty safe. I mean, it's, you know, as a home run goes as far as getting ratings, because that's what it is now.
Yeah.
It's about getting ratings. It's like, oh, she was in a $100 million movie. Put her in this. Like, oh, she's going to be in a $100 million. He's going to be in a blockbuster film. Put him on the show. Everybody's going to go see this film. That's the politics of getting on the show now.
Okay.
It's like, when was the last time you seen somebody like, what?
Right.
They're hosting?
Yeah, like, who is that?
Who? I don't.
Yeah.
Right?
Right.
So it's all about ratings. It's a mad dash for ratings now. And they really want ratings now. So they want who's ever hot. Listen, Cardi B is going to host.
Oh, my God. Listen, I cannot.
Cardi B will host.
Burning TV to see that on. I can't do her.
Yeah, spoof, but never host it.
Yeah.
Thanks, Reg.
Yeah, can't do that.
Yeah. So,
Can't do that.
So they've never had Jada host.
No, Jada. No.
Yeah,
no Jada host.
No Jada.
No Jada. So we've talked about that. Now let's get to what I feel is, we talked about, ladies and gentlemen, that was the peas and the carrots. We've warmed you up. We gave you the aperitif of this here meal. And let's bring to the table now this prime rib at room temperature. It's blue for me. I want mine blue. And let's talk about the opening monologue and move on from there.
Yes, please. Why don't we talk about the good moments? Good moments in her monologue.
Okay, let's talk about the good moments.
Yeah.
Okay, she came out. It was very funny. She had the dress on. And the good moment for me, she didn't have on a body shaper.
Oh my God, you know that was my worst moment.
I got to see the pudge, and her pudge looks so creamy. Oh my God, that pudge looks so delicious. I was just like, again,
you could see the nips. You could see
you could see everything. She's so hood.
You could see everything. Like, you got on a $4,000 dress, but can't put on no $20 Spanx, boo. Like, come on, boo.
She should have had that Spanx all the way up here. Smooth it out. But it was good to me. That was
good to you?
Yeah, that was good to me.
You know, I'm a huge advocate of shapewear. I was so
I don't know this, but I know that.
It's on my Twitter profile.
Okay.
A huge advocate of shapewear.
Okay. So that was good. Her hair looked nice. Her skin was popping.
Yes, it was.
She looked beautiful.
She looked amazing. I did like the homage to Coming to America with the ponytail thing here.
I missed that.
Did you catch that?
No. So she's your queen. Hop on one leg. Okay.
They actually did a little spoof of that during the Weekend Update. She came in and had an actor come in before to sing "She's Your Queen," and then she came in going, ooh, ooh, ooh.
Okay. Yeah. I stopped. We'll get to that. We'll get to that.
Yeah.
Okay. So the opening monologue. What else do you have good?
I like that she talked about her being a foster kid. And how she acknowledged her social worker.
Oh my God. Yeah, that was amazing.
And how she talked about wanting to watch SNL and couldn't get her black and brown friends to watch it with her over in Living Color.
Which isn't true. I mean, that was a good joke because they came on different days.
I'm like, what?
You never had to choose between.
She's like, y'all don't think Dana Carvey's funny? And I thought that was funny.
No, that was that was hilarious. That was hilarious.
Mm-hmm.
The social worker and thanking everybody who paid taxes.
Yes.
So listen, you can't get more humble than that. You can't have anything more humble than that. That was an amazing sentiment and vulnerability to share on live television.
Yes. I thought it was very genuine, and she made that.
I think. Can I be honest with you? I think that was probably the best part. Then the other one was the joke that she made about men.
The
thang joke.
Yeah.
That was funny.
That was funny.
It was funny. And I would have done it different. I would have written it a little bit differently.
Okay.
I would have had a better build up to it. And then a payout, you know. But so go ahead. Can we go into what you disliked? Or
yes.
Can we go into? So can I start with what I disliked?
Yes,
right
please.
there?
Go right ahead.
From a performer, from a stand-up comedian, from a writer's perspective, she was rushing.
She was flying.
I don't know if it was nervousness, but she didn't look nervous.
She didn't look nervous,
but her pacing of her jokes was...
It was
breakneck without any reason for that. For her to be in the game this long, it was really problematic for me that she didn't use the rule of threes. When she did the one joke about the dress, she was at 5. Like, it was...
Yeah, she did do that very, very long.
It became horrible. Like, it was horrible. Like, if she'd, no writing, do the joke right. She didn't do the joke right. Then the intro, I think that the beginning and the ending sums up for me everything. How she came out there, she keep doing that.
I don't know what that's called, but
whipping a nay-nay? I don't know. I'm definitely a Xenial, but I don't know.
That every 5 seconds.
I don't know
when she came out with that, I was not happy. And then when she ended it with that attempt at a praise dance and was shuck and jiving.
She didn't attempt at a praise dance. She went straight into shucking and jiving.
I was heated.
She cut a jig.
She jigged.
And I was like,
yeah, I was hot.
I was mortified when I saw that. I mean, she literally got out there and started shucking and jiving.
Yes, she did. And I was mad. I was upset.
To a pseudo neo-negro spiritual backbeat.
Yes.
I was like...
Backbeat. For someone who grew up in church, like, that's not even a cute little shuck and jive to Negro spiritual church bumping music. Like, what is this? Like, what is this?
You know what's surprising me is how quiet everyone was on Twitter, on social media. People was like, tell me what you saw. Tell me what you saw.
They're like, what do you think? And then they get that little emoji with the little thing going, Yeah, because it was questionable. It was so questionable. Like, what are you doing, Tiffany? Nobody talked to you before you came on this show.
Okay.
We've been talking.
Hold on, talk to you. Okay, keep going.
We've been talking all week or whenever, however long this has been announced, of just how historic your appearance on this show is, and no one talked to you about being on this show. Like, did you run through your jokes with anybody? Did you run through this with anyone? I remember when who was asked to perform at was it the Tonys? Who was it? Hustle and Flow. Someone asked them to sing.
Terrence Howard?
Terrence Howard. And how some black people pulled him aside like, nah, bruh, you're not going to do that on the show. No one's ever been asked to do that. You're not going to do any shucking and jiving and cooning or anything on this show. We're not going to do that. And when she did this, I was just like, nobody pulled your coattails on this.
Hold that thought. Hold that thought, because we're going into something else. Ladies and gentlemen, please stay tuned. We'll be back to discuss more of the coonery and what Tiffany did on SNL. This is FCN Sunday Edition. Stay tuned.
The next question needs to be, yours or my place. Your chocolate skin, your chocolate skin. Turn the lights low, don't let me tell you again. I wanna put my mouth on your chocolate skin, your chocolate skin.
We're back. I'm just drinking my urine sample over here.
That's funny.
It looks like a urine sample, and it's about as warm as one. Not that I don't know what. I'm gonna just stop right now. I'm gonna just stop because there's no way for me to come out of this.
Nope.
Okay? Dignity is gone. It does not remain. So I'm gonna stop right there. So, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for staying with us. If you haven't, welcome to FCN's Prime News Sunday Edition, the conversational roundtable show that we have here on the network. I am the Revolution with
Tresnay.
Yeah. So what we were talking about is Miss Tiffany Haddish on Saturday Night Live, and where we left off is, did anyone pull you aside? So, let's pick up there, because I think that we haven't finished mining that.
Right.
Okay. So go ahead.
So, you know, after I saw that, I wanted her to be more polished.
Yeah.
Less loud.
Okay. And
more aware of the line of crossing into coonery.
Okay.
I was very let down. I was very bothered and let down.
Is this just the monologue or the entire show?
This was right after the monologue. And then once I started watching the sketches and that Nene came back out in that, what's that fighting game?
Okay, hold on. So I want to get into that. So we'll move into that. We'll move into that. So, but go ahead.
But so right after that, and I had those thoughts, I'm like, oh, am I engaging in, quote, respectability politics, you know, by wanting to police how she is presenting herself in this historic moment in front of white people, because this is mainstream white people. There were plenty of white people on Twitter who goes, I never even heard of this woman. And I was like, wait, really? Like, she killed in Girls Trip. And even that I have to qualify, because I watched it a second time and was like, this is overkill. Good Lord. I was just really giddy and watching Girls Trip with my friends. And the second go around, I went, ooh, Tiffany, this is too much. But even with that, a lot of white people have never heard of her. And you had this huge stage. And I'm like,
you have a moment.
This is a huge moment.
It
was huge.
It was huge.
And this is, oh my God.
Yeah.
We have a question. It says, do they write their own jokes or does SNL write them?
Okay, if we're talking about the monologue, they usually come on with the prepared monologue of themselves. Now, if you're an actress, an actor, and you're not a stand-up, then SNL writes your monologue.
Oh, I didn't know that. Okay.
Yes, they write your monologue.
Okay.
They sit down with them. Usually this happens on Tuesdays. This happens on Tuesdays, and then sometimes Wednesdays, and then Wednesdays, Thursdays is they're pitching skits. Okay. Everyone, all the cast and writers are pitching skits, but that's a whole other thing.
Okay.
I don't want to get into Rainbow knows everything about SNL. I don't want to do that. So, but yes, stand-ups usually write their own. Actors and actresses and musicians typically don't. Okay. So the respectability politics. Let's really dive there. Let's talk about what does that mean for us and someone like a Tiffany, where that she's very polarizing. Yes. With her persona. Yes. So, do you believe that respectability politics is actual, that it's real?
Yeah, I think respectability politics is a real thing.
Okay.
I don't think I would have called it that, maybe 10 years ago, because I learned that from Black Twitter. Very smart, intellectual Black Twitter.
Your Twitter.
Yes, my Twitter. All
That's
right.
your Twitter.
I don't think I would have called it that, because I think, at least I thought before learning about it on Twitter, that everybody engages in it and it's pushed upon them. Yes. Right? This is how you're supposed to act. Yes. Around these groups. So this is how you're supposed to act in these arenas, in these forums. This is how you're supposed to act. I don't care what you feel, or this is how you are supposed to act, be, whatever. That is what I think everyone has that. I looked up respectability politics on Wikipedia, because we all know that is the best source to know anything.
Absolutely.
And here's the definition, and I kind of was turned off by it, but it says attempts by marginalized groups to police their own members and show their social values as being continuous and compatible with mainstream values, rather than challenging the mainstream for what they see as its failure to accept differences.
No, I disagree with that.
I
disagree with that. Because let's be clear here. Like, me when it comes to this show. Yes. Whenever I can get into some real open, honest discussion, like, I'm going to go for it. Okay. So let's stop with the euphemisms. Let's stop with the colloquialisms. Let's call it what it is. White folks. Okay? And let's be very clear when we talk about this. White people engage in it as well.
Yes. Yes.
Like, you are not going to go out there, mister. Let me tell you this. If you think you're going to take your pink ass out in those streets and act a fool on me, I'm actually doing a black mom as a white lady. You got another thing coming. You hear me, Tiger? Huh?
Not Tiger.
Tiger? I think you said butt.
He said buddy.
Buddy. But I want a Tiger. Don't listen, man. Don't you ever.
You're not allowed to write his jokes.
Don't you ever write my jokes. Don't you correct my jokes. You let me joke how I want to joke. I don't need no policing in my comedy. That is not why you getting. HR will send. Okay. But everyone, Indians.
Yes.
The Asians, the Chinese, the Japanese, the Mexicans, the Cubans, the Dominicans, everybody has that. Straighten up when you're out there. Like it's the common area. Yeah. We all have to, it's the common area.
Act accordingly.
Act accordingly in the common area. When we break off and go
to our own space.
Act however you want to. What your parents say, when you go out there, you do that. When you come home, I don't care what you do at home. That's your space. If you want to rock out with your cock out at home, hey, homie, do it. But you trying to run up on somebody in the hotel room? Nah, homie. That's a negative.
That's a negative.
What she say about thing? If her clothes
are all on and your thing is out, you wrong.
You wrong.
You wrong.
You wrong. If her clothes are on and you thinking about pulling your thing out, you wrong.
Yeah, that's bad.
That's so bad. But like, why do we have to act like that respectability politics are wholly ours and we're the only ones that have to behave? That's not true.
That's right.
It's not true. You have to go to the workplace. I used to get into it with a girlfriend of mine, and she used to behave a certain way with me, and I would say, hey, let me ask you a question. Would you, the way that you're talking to me right now, would you talk to your employer that way? She said, no. I said, why not? Because I get fired. I said, so what in the blue oyster coat do you think I would do to your little pygmy? What do you think? I'm going to fire your ass. Like, what? Like, think, and that's respectability. Like, there is politics. It's like me and my friends get around each other and the conversation gets heated. Somebody's gonna get called a bitch. I mean, shut up, bitch. You bitch ass nigga. It's gonna happen.
Okay.
Right? If we're talking about women, somebody is going to reference them as a derogatory term. Let's not split hairs here.
It's going to happen.
It's going to happen.
In your space.
In my space with certain people, not everybody. So do you not believe that when white people in their space, that they're using the N-word and they're saying this, but they know when they come out
into the shared space.
This the shared space. Chill out. And I think that's what most of us are saying, what we want. Like, hey, this is all the shared space. Everybody chill out.
Yes. Everybody chill out.
And I think that's what we need to talk about more, because let's get out of certain, intellectual conversations like respectability politics. No, it's once you move into this space, it's a shared space. Let's all behave in a manner that we all can benefit from.
Right.
And we're not offended, and we're not, hey, you go off into your space, do what you want to do. Do what you want to do, pimping. I ain't got a problem with it. So, So, did you have any other thoughts on that?
I said it before, that Nene bothered me.
Okay.
But it really made me start going through everything that I've seen of Tiffany Haddish. Okay. Unlike you, I didn't know of her until Girls Trip. Okay. And so I started processing how was she acting in Girls Trip. Yeah. And then even reflecting on her appearance on Netflix's special for the 25th anniversary of Def Jam. Yeah. And how she came out to do a presentation. And that Nene was there. And, just loud and, and I remember watching it and someone saying, hey, she's about to become a caricature.
Yes. Yes.
So with those two, and then she's hosting SNL.
Yes.
And it's even more solidified.
Yes.
The Nene in the monologue, the Nene and the loud, and that tongue out, even as what was it, Boo Boo Jenkins? What was
okay.
What was it called? What was the stupid character?
It was, I think it was Boo Boo Jenkins.
Was it?
I think it was.
Somebody confirmed what that stupid name was.
Okay. So I want to go there.
Okay, please.
So the opening monologue, we talked about the opening monologue, right? So I want to talk about, this is something that was brought up a lot on Twitter.
Okay.
Everyone was blaming the writers.
Yes. Yes.
Everybody was blaming the writers, and I want to talk about that.
Okay, please.
Because you went, and this has a direct line to bringing someone with her. Did someone pull her aside? Did someone talk to her? Okay. So the first sketch, the opening sketch, she's in it, and they're at a gaming convention.
Yes.
Or a gaming tournament, and they have a Mortal Kombat styled fighting game tournament. Yes. Where she plays a character. I know for a fact it was Boo Boo. Yes. Right? Yeah. Boo Boo Jenkins or whatever, right? First and foremost, if we don't understand the racial undertones to Boo Boo.
Yeah, because I was like, why did we use the word Boo Boo?
Boo Boo is listen.
I'm listening.
You have to understand what the racial
connotation
is to Boo Boo. First of all, do you know the phrase "Boo Boo the Fool"?
Yes.
Yeah, it was a black man. It was a black character, blackface Boo Boo the Fool. Yes.
Did not know that.
Yes. And so you come out and you're playing a streetwise Tiffany Haddish in a hat in a fighting game. Now, first of all, this is problematic for me that Mortal Kombat is old as hell.
Right. Like, I was like, why are we doing
Mortal Kombat joke? In 2017, like, I started right there. I was like, wait a minute. It's 2017, man.
I thought I missed something.
Do you all understand the popular culture zeitgeist right now? You bang out to Mortal Kombat, fam? Right. Mortal Kombat.
Mm-hmm. I was like, maybe they just issued a new
ain't no issue.
I didn't know.
Nothing. Ain't no re-release. Ain't no 25th anniversary or nothing.
Yikes.
Mortal Kombat. It wasn't even, the premise was ass booty butt.
Yes. Yes.
Booty butt.
Yes, it was.
And then you have her in there. And then the thing that struck me is when she got struck. The white male character punched her in the face. Now, you can all say we're reaching. And I'm looking. I was just like, well, You do a sketch where she's named Boo Boo. Mm-hmm. And it's an old fighting game. And then this white man punches her in the face. I was like, ugh. It was rough for me. Mm-hmm. I found that to be very offensive. Mm-hmm. I was very offensive, very offended when I saw that. Mm-hmm. Very. Mm-hmm. What did you think?
I think I was stuck at, what is the point of this? Like, this sketch, it was, I didn't enjoy it. I didn't enjoy it at all. I just couldn't believe that the first character she's playing is still playing the caricature of Tiffany Haddish.
And the character.
Like, give us something else. Like, this is your opportunity to give us something else, and you're still nay-naying, and you're and you're
okay.
I just
So here's the thing, right? Mm-hmm. Let's move on to the next one, the Lion King sketch, right? She was another stereotype. She was Cardi B.
She was Cardi B. Which I knew was coming. I don't know why I knew it was coming. It was coming. And I'm like, oh my goodness.
It was coming. Yeah. And very short, very brief. And again, it was just a character of herself again.
Yes, it was.
And Offset was not funny.
No.
And then here's one that I was really shocked by. Mm-hmm. When they did the Dems Are Back skit.
And she wasn't in it.
And she wasn't in it. And I said, Tiffany couldn't have played Maxine, Auntie Maxine?
That would have been.
Do you know how funny
that would have
been to have Tiffany Haddish play Maxine Waters and to be talking about reclaiming my time?
Yes. I didn't even think of that. And
get like a big wig, have most of her head be a wig, and like, you know, like they find this, like, and just, you know, lampoon it. Like,
that would have been great.
It would have been amazing. And missed opportunities. Yes, so here's the thing that I want to mention. Was Dave Chappelle's first Saturday Night Live amazing? Yes or no?
Ooh, I think I've only seen him do the most recent.
Yes, that's the only one he's ever done.
One?
Yeah.
Yeah, I thought it was great.
It was great, right?
I thought it was great.
Okay. You think Dave Chappelle came in there by himself?
Oh, no.
Okay.
No.
No, he did not. When Richard Pryor came on there, you think Richard Pryor came?
No.
Okay. Most of the smart people, they bring writers with them.
That explains so much.
She took whatever they gave her. She was just so excited to get the call. She took whatever. She probably didn't have much of her own. She didn't fight for certain things and didn't have a right to go, oh, that's a good spot for, hey, can she play Maxine Waters right there? Can she?
Okay.
Can she, you know, probably the most famous sketch in Saturday Night Live history with Chevy Chase and Richard Pryor sitting across from each other doing the word association, doing the hiring. Guess who wrote that?
Who wrote it? Was it Paul?
It certainly was Paul Mooney. Sir Paul wrote that.
Okay.
Richard brought Paul got some sketches for me.
Yeah, see? Yeah.
And guess what?
What?
That's how the Richard Pryor show happened. By NBC. Dang, Richard came on there and did that, and wait, he had Paul Mooney, and let's get him a show. Let's get him a sketch comedy special and see what happened. See, y'all listen. She screwed herself.
So that explains, like, it even goes to the comment that I made. Like, nobody read what you was going to do. You didn't know. They couldn't have. You did not bring people with you. You didn't understand how this works.
You don't understand how this works.
Good Lord have mercy.
You know.
Yeah.
So,
Yikes.
That was that. So, okay.
Yikes.
So, let's talk about this, that we're talking about her moving into character. And then we want to wrap this up and move on.
Okay.
Do you think that this character of her, do you think that she's going to have career longevity? Yeah or nay?
No.
No. Why not?
People, I don't want to generalize. It will become stale. Don't you think it will become stale? I know for me, I cannot watch another thing with her in it doing this caricature. I don't think I can. And I think I base that off of just how I felt watching her in the Def Jam and watching her in SNL.
Yeah.
But mostly because I watched Girls Trip a second time and couldn't stomach it, because I'm just like, good Lord, this is overkill. Like, oh my God, it was not a good second watch.
Yeah.
And I'm like, you are playing not just yourself. Because I think I read a few articles as well on her performance last night. And a lot of people said, she was best playing herself. And I'm like, yes, because she's not really acting so much. She's playing herself and now has picked certain things about that and have exaggerated it so much. And that's all we're getting. Like, Tiffany, you watching, you do not have to do the nay-nay every time you come out to introduce yourself. You do not have to,
like, you are pretty,
you are
and
gorgeous.
She is smart.
And you can
Tiffany
tell she's smart.
You can tell she's smart.
You can tell she's smart.
And I don't like that she's dumbing herself down.
Yes.
As a woman,
yes.
As a black woman,
right.
And as somebody, you know, who's in the contention to be, you know, the Revolution's next top baby mama. I mean, I'm just...
I laugh because it's very probable.
We were rooting for you! We were all rooting for you!
Oh, shoot.
Hey, we'll be right back after this break. Chesney, what story are we coming back with?
We're going to talk about, there was the Shade Room posted a video of a young black girl who was talking about just her skin tone and not feeling pretty. And we're going to talk about colorism, feeling pretty, light skin, dark skin. We're going to talk about it all.
So we still talking about that?
Yeah.
Talk about good about hair, whether you're dark or you're fair. Going this way, see if I can. Good about hair. We'll be right back after this. When you're darker than...
Hey y'all, welcome back to the Sunday Edition. So we just watched that video of that young lady talking about how she really felt about herself, her skin tone. Listen, that video hit me hard. Yeah. As a brown skin, dark skin, whatever you wanna label my particular skin tone, because it made me go, there are lots of young girls who feel like this about themselves. I know personally, growing up, I didn't particularly feel pretty. Like, I don't think I ever remembered anyone ever refer to me as such at that age. I don't think I would have ever said it out loud to say I'm not pretty because I'm not light skinned, but I certainly did not feel that way. Yeah. And I can even remember right around age 20 when I decided to go natural, and seeing how different I looked with big hair, curly hair, and seeing just how it really changed how I looked and how I did feel gorgeous after that. And I remember saying to myself, I will never go back to trying to fit European beauty standards, because this really accents how I look and making me feel unique and beautiful. Because light-skinned girls can get away with straighter hair, fitting European beauty standards, and that's pretty over there. But over here, this is gorgeous over here. I really kind of did identify with this girl, because knowing that people don't really use the word pretty when you have brown or dark skin. Okay, was there a longer video? Was there something longer about this, or was this just a snippet? Because I didn't. Yeah, I didn't find a longer video, and the only reason I even knew about this video is because Danielle Brooks, is that her name? Danielle Brooks, is that your other girlfriend? Yes. Oh my God, yes. Ooh, tasty from Orange is the New Black. Oh my God, listen. I will taste that tea. Okay. Lord have mercy. Yes, she posted a video herself on her Instagram, saying that she sees this girl. I see you. I know this girl because I was this girl. Because Danielle has dark skin. It's very gorgeous dark skin. And she talked about how she did not feel pretty young because of her dark skin. Do we have that clip? We do have that clip. Let's run that clip. Want to run that? Yeah, run that.
Hey y'all, Danielle Brooks here. I just wanted to respond to the video that the Shade Room just put up about the young dark-skinned girl talking about how she felt about her skin and colorism and all of that. First of all, I want to commend the girls in the video who supported her. I think that's very important. But also, I want to speak to that young girl. I see you. I see you. I have been you. Sometimes I am you. And I just want you to know that I'm trying to be that representation for you, because I know what it's like to feel unwanted and unloved because of your skin, to feel your self-esteem dwindle every day because of your skin. And finally, I have come to a point where I know I'm beautiful, and can't nobody take that away from me. And I want you to know that too.
Yeah, that was like you could see her being emotional even in that video. Yeah, and she was definitely emotional about it. She, because you're remembering those feelings of feeling lesser than for a skin tone, just not anything else, a skin tone. So it was. I'm glad that she did that. It was really that someone of her stature who. Today, she's like, you can't tell me today that I'm not, you cannot tell me today that I'm not pretty, I'm not gorgeous. She said that, and I'm like, yes, you can't tell me today. You cannot. But for her to say that to that girl, like, you are gorgeous, and you need to hear that you are pretty. Okay, so let me say this. Mm-hmm. I'm gonna cut through some tree holes here. Cut through the tree holes. I'm gonna get some. I'm gonna say some stuff that won't be popular out there. Okay. But I'm gonna hate mail to the revolution. Oh, send it. Who ain't told you that you ain't pretty? You know the answer. You do not feel validated in the shared space. Mm-hmm. You do not. I just was talking about this with one of the producers, that you're not feeling validated in the shared space. Where on TV, you're not the one being said you're pretty and that you're the the most ideal face. You're not that. If you're just in the shared space, which means white men aren't validating you as being pretty. You see other people being validated as pretty, light skin.
Who's doing this? Like, listen. Let's stop playing games here. I'm not here to play games.
Well, what's your answer?
No. I don't have an answer. I'm trying to understand who's like this young girl is saying no one told me that I was like, who's not? And you said you were in that space and nobody. So who is these? Give me these people that are not telling you that you're not pretty.
I don't think I felt that at home. Like, I don't think I felt that
even
in my own house.
Okay.
I don't think I felt that really anywhere, to be. I was always told that I was smart. I was never told that I was pretty. Right?
Okay.
But I'm watching.
Where are these places?
Let's see, home, church.
Okay.
Your own community.
Okay. So school. So
school.
Let's name school.
Yeah, school is definitely one.
Who was the girls that was being liked for you in school? Who was the girls being liked for you at school?
Oh, let's see. Well, I went to predominantly white schools. Yes.
In high school, you went to predominantly
no.
white
My
school?
high school was definitely mostly black. An HBCU high school.
HS. Historically black high school.
Yes.
You went to an HBHS.
That's funny.
I went to one. E5E.
Oh, shoot.
I went to a historically black high school.
Yeah.
Okay, so in high school, these are the formative years.
Yeah.
This girl is in her formative years. Let's cut through the tree hole here.
All right.
So her peers are not telling her.
That's right.
And her by peers, it's some dude not telling her that he likes her. That it's some guy that they want attention from that's not giving them attention. And I hate to say this, but it's like, she's surrounded by, what's funny is who's in there praising her. Now let's talk about who was telling her that she was beautiful after that.
It was a lot of light-skinned girls.
A lot of light-skinned girls, right?
It was a lot.
And so what she was saying is, I don't know, but it just felt like she was like, nobody I hang around y'all and they always giving y'all attention. Don't nobody give me attention. And
that is so true. So even as a kid, when you're out with your girlfriends, even in high school, and you're like, everybody always flocks to these girls. Like, no one ever comes and says anything to me, and so you're like, well, it must be because, they're light skinned and it keeps happening over and over and over again. So, and to be quite honest, I don't think any of my lighter skins, white or anything ever said that, I wasn't pretty. And I think that was echoed even in that video where the light skinned girls are like, what? Like, what? You are pretty. Like, what are you talking about? But it's not reinforced at all from men. Like,
that's, it's not. So hold on. Dion Sims on Facebook says, I think it starts at home. I'm dark skinned and my father told me I was pretty and I believe him. No one could tell me anything different. Absolutely. J. Cole, it's a false narrative created by those most threatened by dark beauty. Dark skinned women are the most beautiful women in the world. I tend to agree. But here's what I want to say. So I kind of want to move off this little girl. I don't want to go in and make it seem like I'm targeting her. I'm targeting colorism. And here's the problem that I have with colorism. Blacks, Latinos, everybody, all the minorities who are really the global majority want white people to accept us for who and how we are. Yet and still, we can't see dark-skinned Latinos on Telemundo, on Univision. We can't see dark-skinned Indians in Bollywood movies. You don't see the dark-skinned Korean K-pop stars. Y'all all run to go get the lighter, fair-skinned variety of your culture, of your ethnicity. Y'all all do it. Y'all all do it. So what are we talking about colorism? Like, you can't even stop in your own community hating people for their skin complexion. So why do you expect white people are going to do it and you can't?
Listen, that's real. That's so real.
Like, why are we, like we talking about, I'm so tired of black people out there. I always like, it's 2017 and white people, no, it's 2017 and there is a little girl who feels that she is unattractive based in her community, in her space, based off the color of her skin. That is ridiculous. It is ridiculous. But what's more ridiculous is, this is what's always been problematic to me, and I'm going to say it. We always want to exclude the black male perspective of this conversation. Because you all know that the Chris Browns was always going to get played. The Bobby Browns, if Bobby Brown wasn't a celebrity, listen, y'all are liars.
Yes.
Listen, I went to school with girls who literally said, I want a light skin or Puerto Rican so my baby can have good hair. I want a light skin. You know what I mean? And I was like, I got good hair. And they would stop and they would think about it, and it would cause because what you want to say is you just want lighter. You don't want no one that looks like you. You want to feel special. You want to feel chosen. That the most acceptable came to you to get you. You don't want the thing that looks just like you choosing you. You want to feel special. And that's a whole bunch of people's problems.
I was going to say, that's a huge part of this problem here, that you want to feel special. You don't want anyone that looks like you as far as you can get to looking more white and fair.
And a whole bunch of stuff. Like, why don't women take that chubby brown skinned dude that's hollering at y'all don't want him? The dude that's going to go somewhere, that's going to get a decent job, that's going to love you. Y'all going to have a beautiful baby. He going to take y'all on a trip. Y'all don't want that dude. Y'all still want you don't want, and it's a problem all the way across the board. You don't want the 5'7", you don't want the 5'8", you don't want the brown skin, you don't want the little chubby thick neck nigga. You don't want him. You want the 6'1", you want the 6'2", you want the lighter complexion, you want the straighter hair, you want the curlier hair. You want exotic in your own people. Like, it is so crazy. And when I tell you I saw that, and I'm gonna be honest with you, I'll say black people are doomed.
Yikes.
Doomed. It's the 21st century, and instead of creating a utopia within our space, we're still talking about, I'm not pretty because of my complexion. Like, come on, fam. Do you know how many dark-skinned women I tried to holler at did not holler at me? But you know, I got a reputation of only dating light-skinned women. No, I have a reputation. They used to call me, I'm not making this up, they used to call me the king of the high yellow hussies. That was my nickname, king of the high yellow hussies. You want to know why? Because the women that was my complexion or darker didn't want me.
Right.
You know who wanted me?
The light skin girls.
High yellow hussies.
Because again, still in that dynamic of that's wanting the opposite. The opposite. For whatever reason, internalizing negativity of what we personally look like and wanting the opposite. I personally couldn't date dark-skinned dudes.
Okay.
Like it was always lighter-skinned guys.
One moment. On Facebook, we have a gentleman, William T. McKenzie, said, so you're saying light skin always had golden key. Wrong. I don't remember.
What, golden key?
I don't remember saying that. I don't think that was I don't think that was the point of, I mean, maybe if you could flesh out your comment a little bit more, you know, I would definitely like to approach it and to give you my honest answer to that. But no, I never said that, and I don't think that. But I'm sorry to say this, there is some light-skinned privileges. I mean, period, point blank. So now the thing is let's be even more clear with that. Okay, let's be even more clear. Let's talk about it. There is attractive privilege.
Yes,
and
there is.
Let's be real. I went to school with a dark-skinned girl. I'm not gonna say her name. She was an it girl. She was the queen bee of my school. She wasn't even the prettiest girl. She was it. Her parents had a little bread. She had that. She had that long hair. She had a banging body, and she wasn't unattractive, right? But she was an it girl. Now, the woman I was with, you know, my girl was named most attractive of our class senior year. And she was brown. You know what I mean? She was brown. She was gorgeous. You know, so I don't know whether it's a regional thing. I don't know where this is happening at for most people, but I feel real bad that this is 2017. We're still talking about the color of our skin and who gets what. Like he's saying, what up, BB?
Who was that?
My best friend BB. Growing up, that's my best friend BB right there. He's watching us on Facebook. You know that. We're still talking about this. Like, BB, let me say something. He's here, so I'm going to say this. BB is definitely a dark-skinned brother, right? BB had all the girls. BB was the cleanest. Let me say this. But see, yet again, though, he was attractive. Brother had all the latest cologne. He had the flyest. No, I'm saying. Listen.
The latest cologne.
Listen, BB was like, BB had, listen. BB had a Coogee sweater in like the 6th grade, man. Like, we was like, dang, man, it was a real cool, like, BB was fly and got all, it didn't matter what the girl looked like, BB got her. You know what I mean? And so, like, what does that mean? I don't know, but like, why are we wanting who doesn't want you? And that's the truth. Go to the people, and like we were talking about in the spaces, like we have to go to the shared spaces, act accordingly, and no, not everybody in the shared space is gonna like you.
That's right.
They're not here to like you. There are some women that think I am a 10. There's very few of them, and there's a whole bunch of women that think I'm a 0. It's a whole lot of them. It's a whole lot of them. Let's talk about colorism from
that perspective.
From that perspective.
Another picture has surfaced of Sammy Sosa, and he has gone even whiter. So the picture you guys see shows original, the mid, and now, and going, good Lord. And I actually, in Googling those images, saw a picture of him. He was still playing ball, and he was very young, and he was so handsome. Like, he was handsome. Yeah. And to think that, why would you do this to yourself? And like, it's because, particularly, I shouldn't even say particularly in that culture, but
please don't.
You know,
I don't want them to come for you.
Please don't come for me. But where you are like, no, lighter is better. I want to be this color because they are treated differently. There's a privilege somewhere, or I do not like how I'm treated with this darker skin. I want to be over here.
It's so bad that here's what's funny. In the islands, in the Caribbean, and in Africa, they have a bleaching epidemic.
Yes, they do. Yes, they do. Yes, they do.
So these are the people on the mainland, you know, especially in continental Africa. They're in the motherland, and they themselves don't want to be dark-skinned. Like, I thought that should have been us, but you all in your own spaces, want, like, what does that tell you? It tells you how far-reaching colorism, colonialism can seep into your existence. I don't know. Do you have any other thoughts or comments about that? Because I think we can go on all day. But I do want to tell people, man, just go after the people that want you, man. Be in a space that wants and appreciates you. When you get out into the shared spaces, act accordingly.
That's right. That's right.
Act accordingly, and know that everyone in that shared space isn't here for you. They don't have to like you.
Right, and stay away from the people who are looking for the exotic. Like, that's a superficial thing that you should probably want to stay away from in the first place, and pay attention to those who are into you. Yeah,
pay attention. As friends, like, attraction, the law of attraction, like, don't push those people away, guys and girls who like you. You know, like, you go, oh, well, they're not the ones that look like what I say is beauty on TV, or the boy or girl that my friend has. I'm still going to date them because they like me, and let me find out who they are as a person. And I want to say this, women have it just as bad. That's what I was saying. Y'all got it just as bad. Don't come at the guys and say, all they want is high yellow. Girls want the same thing. It is a problem across the board. Across gender lines.
Across the board.
There is a very clear intersection of colorism within the communities.
Yes.
It is not the male population does not have to own it. The female population does not. It's across the board. And I don't know if anyone else out there, who else has something to say? He said my brother has come a long way. Shut up, BB. Jason Atkins, exotic is the richness of one's personality, not skin. Thank you.
Very
not
good
skin.
comment.
It absolutely, Jason. That's what makes you exotic. Like, ooh, you different. You read books. Oh, shoot. You likes to read. Ooh, I just got moist. That's what a woman should say to you.
That is true.
That's what a real woman should say. But I mean, everyone does. Listen, that's a whole other. We might have to come back to the conversation.
Like, you use punctuation in your text messages? Oh my God, I'm sorry.
You double spaced? Ow! Colons and semicolons. Oh! Wait!
Yeah, we could talk about this.
We could talk about it all day. You all, thank you so much. Did you have a good time?
I had a great time on this episode.
Yeah, I did too.
I did. Okay, I'm glad y'all stuck around too. We love y'all.
Yeah, thank y'all for all the great comments today. Miss Dion, Jason, Derek, let's see here. James Wright, he was watching. Josh Cohen commented. Who else? Janelle Casil. I hope I'm saying that right. Christine Preston, thank you all for watching. Come back and see us tonight if you're into The Walking Dead. The Reggie Mathis hosts We the Dead, our premier pregame show for The Walking Dead here tonight. At what time?
8:30.
8:30 Eastern Standard Time here on the Fifth Column Network. And check in with us Mondays for Prime News around 7. Y'all know we people of color and people don't know how to get things done on time to get ready for broadcast. I don't care. I will throw your black under a bus. Vroom, vroom. I am the Revolution. This is Chesney. We are FCN. You have been watching the Sunday Edition. We the 5.